is Racket for you. Battle review. This is Racket right for you.
What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for not posting in a while. My down work is really draining me physically and mentally. I work as a truck driver, delivering food to schools, kindergartens, activity centers and restaurants. This week in particular has been horrible. I dropped some goods on the ground earlier and they broke. One day I had to spend the entire shift shadowing a colleague to learn his route for summer holiday coverage. Honestly, I've never met anyone more unpleasant. He even complained when I needed to quickly use a customer's restroom in the city just to take a piss. Apparently, there's no time for that. One bathroom break during an entire shift. I thought he was joking. He was tense, waving his arms around, shouting instructions, constantly mocking, and had this arrogant, condescending tone, kinda like I am towards new paddle partners who are rated below me. And then today, I managed to drop a 400-kilo cart from the lift straight onto a car. That was really fun telling the boss at the end of my shift. Well, does it really matter when the second generation of the CrossFit Lite series is here? Developed in collaboration with professional player Martito Ortega, this racket reflects a balance between advanced materials, engineering and gameplay functionality. One of the more notable design features is the integration of a dynamic airflow system, which reduces aerodynamic drag during swings. This translates into increased maneuverability, particularly in fast-paced exchanges where quick racket repositioning is critical. A defining structural element is the extra-powered grip configuration. By extending the length of the handle and shifting the balance point higher on the frame, the racket creates additional leverage during contact. This increases the effective energy transfer to the ball, allowing players to generate higher ball speed with less muscular effort. The core is constructed from high-density EVA, specifically the high-memory variant. This material is designed to compress less upon impact, meaning the rebound effect is both faster and more direct. It favors players with an aggressive style. However, this does come at the cost of reduced shock absorption, which may be felt during longer sessions or off-balance shots. The hitting surface is composed of 24K aluminized carbon, currently the stiffest and most responsive surface material in the CrossFit lineup. The dense carbon weave is treated with an aluminized coating that increases tension across the face and stabilizes the frame under high load conditions. This results in a more predictable energy return and cleaner contact, especially during high-speed volleys and overheads. In terms of geometry, the round head shape provides a wider sweet spot and a more centralized response zone. It's optimized for consistency in contact, particularly useful for defensive positioning and recovery shots. While round rackets traditionally lean toward control rather than power, this model compensates through its material rigidity and grip leverage system, allowing for dynamic shot variation without the usual trade-offs. Another point of interest is the 11-13 hole layout, a specific drilling pattern that strategically varies hole size and placement. This helps redistribute stress across the frame, improving structural integrity while subtly enhancing the trampoline effect in key impact zones. It's a small change with a measurable effect, particularly noticeable when driving from the baseline. Spin generation is supported by the inclusion of a textured face, referred to as spin blade. It provides additional friction on ball contact, allowing for more effective topspin and slice variations. This can be particularly advantageous when playing on slower surfaces or against opponents who rely heavily on flat shots. Visually, the racket adopts a subdued grey palette with minimal branding, aligning with its performance-focused identity. The only aesthetic marker is Ortega's signature, located discreetly on the lower part of the frame, a reference to its pro-level development background rather than a marketing focal point. When I tested the racket myself, I actually expected the core to feel a bit firmer, based on the spec sheet. I thought it would deliver a stiffer response. But in practice, it felt relatively soft, which was a bit of a surprise. That said, there's no doubt that it's capable of generating solid power. One of the guys I regularly play with uses this exact racket, and his smashes are seriously effective. He has a similar style to my more of a slap smash than someone with a big technical wind-up, and he still gets impressive results in terms of speed and depth. It's a good reminder that the racket doesn't just suit one type of player. It can work surprisingly well even if your technique isn't textbook perfect. That's it for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe the Adidas CrossFit Lite is the racket that will change your game forever. Here's my Paul Quattro of the week. Vamos, damn it. See you in the next one.
Yoga fire!
Finish him!
Hadouken!